Okay. All right, ready. This is Pamela here, and I'm with my dear husband Bernard. And he had decided, oops, here we go, already dropping stuff. I had decided that I was going to go ahead and start doing a cassoulet dish. You see the statement there. Cassoulet is what they call a food for the poor, where, you know, a lot of times people who may not have had the finer cuts of meats and things like that, they would go ahead and they would take what they had and they would come up with these wonderful meals. And this particular meal called cassoulet was originally developed hundreds of years ago in a town about 10 miles from where my husband was born in Revel, France. That's the town he was born, but it was in another town. And so this is something that he has prepared for me many times, and I just absolutely love it. So does my mother and everyone that has it. It tastes really good. So we're going to go ahead and do this really quick. We've done a lot of the work ahead of time so that we won't be here an hour. But what we have here, we have onions and garlic here that have been sauteed in a skillet, and in coconut oil. Normally this is made with duck fat, but we don't have duck fat, so we're going to substitute coconut oil for that. And so we have all these vegetables here. We have carrots, we have celery, and we have Anaheim chili pepper here. And you can put what type of peppers you like in here, but we like hot stuff, so we try to get that done. We have lamb sausage here. Normally we would have pieces of duck again, but we don't. So we have browned a little bit of chopped chicken breast, white meat, and this is thickly sliced bacon. We got the cottonwood pepper again. We like our meat, our dishes with pepper in it. And so, like I said, a lot of this stuff has been done ahead of time, but we're going to go ahead and get started with what we have here. We're going to put in 1 quart of chicken broth. You can use any kind of chicken broth, but we use organic chicken broth, either from Whole Foods or Sprouts, where they have that, and we go ahead and use that. And so this is not quite full, but I guess that'll work for now. We'll add that. And we're going to add about a tablespoon of coconut oil here. Just kind of throw that in there. We're putting it in, as you can see, a crock pot. This one's a 6-quart size. So we'll be making plenty of it. This will last us several years for just the 2 of us here. We're going to put a little black pepper in here. I just kind of, this is how we measure. We just kind of throw it in there. We can add more if as it cooks, if we need more seasoning. And so instead, you can use real tomatoes, but sometimes just quickly we just use a can of diced tomatoes with all the liquid in there, and we just stir that in. And all the details about this recipe will be going on the Letgoletsgo blog with all the ingredients, all the details about the dish, and everything along with this video here. And so the next item we're going to put in is just a tad bit of cumin. It can get pretty strong, so you don't need a whole lot there. And we're going to add a tablespoon, of 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Well, you have to tell why.
Yeah, this will help with the beans, with so that you won't have a lot of gas, because we're going to have a lot of beans here. The base of it is beans with some meat. Okay, and then we're going to just put a teeny bit of turmeric in here. Like I said, we'll have the exact about that much.
No, a little bit more.
We'll have the exact about half a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have the exact measurements in the recipe here. So we just want to kind of do this real quick here. So we have.
Remember, no.
Don't put salt in the beginning because the beans can get hard. We'll add salt, but we'll add it later on. But and so we're going to stir all this together here, and. Yeah, it'll take a minute, but the coconut oil is melting here, and right now we have it at the low setting because we're going to cook this slow for several hours. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to stir in the Anaheim peppers chopped, and then next our chopped celery. Just throw it in there. We'll mix that up. Carrots are very important. and in this dish. And then the sauteed garlic and onion. We're using what they call elephant garlic. It's just a little bit easier to deal with. And so we're going to mix all that together here. And then we're going to add about half the beans here. As you can see, lots of beans. Lots of beans.
They were in water for 24
For
hours.
24 hours soaking to make sure that, I forget what kind of beans we bought, but you can
Cannelloni.
you can use cannelloni beans. If you don't have that, use Great Northern or navy beans, white beans. They'll all work real well. We've done them with those as well. And so we're gonna mix that up. Mix those beans up here. Hopefully we'll be able to get all these beans in here. I'm not sure, but anyway. Just to kind of get that started, and then we're going to add the chicken, which should be duck, but it isn't good. Okay, we're going to add the chicken. This is about a pound or so of chicken in big chunks. That's about half a pound of this thick slice bacon cut in pieces. I said you can usually, if you have a butcher, you can go to, they can cut it for you. We got our chicken at Sprouts, and we got this bacon at Whole Foods. And so we'll just mix all that together. I think, okay, and then go ahead and put the rest of the beans in.
Well, we had more beans until we have enough room for the sausage.
Right. Okay.
So, because otherwise it will go overboard.
Right,
So,
because the beans will cook more as this goes on here. And you might have seen earlier in this video that we had 3 lamb sausages. This particular one is garlic mint, but there are other lamb sausage or whatever type of sausage you want. You can put on top here, and get most of it.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it'll work here because the lid has a dome.
So now we have to add liquid that it will go to the bottom of the beans, almost the top of the beans.
Top of the beans. Well, we can get some more.
Yeah, we have to add water.
Just water?
Yeah, water.
Okay.
Simple water.
We're going to get some ice water, filtered water here from our refrigerator.
Yeah, which is interesting. We will attach later on the blog the Cassoulet description with the ingredients, and we will also add the recipe, which is there on the wall, and you will see.
Go ahead and.
It's a very interesting dish.
Yeah, we'll just put that in
Yeah,
there. That'll be enough right there.
I guess that will do it.
And we have right now we have it on the low setting on our crock pot, just to make sure that it cooks well and doesn't get dry on you. And so we can better manage the moisture. So the last thing we're going to do
is to bury the sausage
is to
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be buried maybe
we'll get there.
halfway through. And you might have to do it by hand.
See, well,
bury the sausage without breaking them.
See, let's kind of do it like that for starters, and then we'll take spoon out around and see if we can get some more of that and get that down. As it's kind of hard because we've got all this meat in here too, but
so I have to make a correction. We have to put it at high with a cover.
Yeah, because I was wondering about the low setting.
Yeah, at high setting for about 3 to 4 hours,
right.
And when it's done, we will stir it up. And for another 6 hours at low. Now we have to just add the cover.
There we go.
There, and it's done.
And
now,
we'll wait.
Yeah, most of the time will be used waiting and cleaning the dishes.
Yes.
So that's.
But this will be enough for several meals. When we cook, we like to cook and freeze. This will freeze. This will freeze well before we end this. This is what it says: food, vibes, no attitude. So yay! So we're going to end this little video of me preparing the last stages of the cassoulet. You're watching on Bernard's on Bernard's account here for Periscope. I also have one on PGC Friend too. You can look us up on Twitter and Periscope with these IDs or our names. You can also, if you want to find us on Facebook, we use those names on Facebook and LinkedIn. As we stated earlier, this recipe and all the information about cassoulet will be on our Letgoletsgo blog, and there's the link below. And you have to have the www. This should be up in probably a couple of days because we'll include pictures of the final product on our blog post. So we hope you've enjoyed.
So that is how many quarts?
There's a 6 quart, and I mentioned there's a 6 quart crock pot.
Yeah, and the average cost for this 6 quart of beans and cassoulet is below $20.
But yeah, for like about 3 or 4 meals for us, so that'll be really nice. So anyway, we'd like to go ahead. We're going to end this broadcast, and we hope you will catch us next time.